from day one. Crystal Ball started by saying that the regional parliamentary sittings will not incur any extra costs. They did not want to display the budget for the regional parliamentary sittings. Now, when there was only days remaining to the sittings, they came in with a list of the activities. Of course, we knew that this is something that will involve money, but we did not know that it is something that is going to involve much, because for us we were estimating, we are looking at 5 billion per region, but I want to assure you that it is more than 5 billion. Don't even be shocked when Northern Uganda alone will take over 10 billion. And now if Northern Uganda is taking that over 10 billion, can we really imagine how much this can do? Now, shortly, I think as we continue to interact, I want to let Chivumbi know that he should have it in his mind that with this government we are having, there is no way he can demand for accountability, because there is no institution that is working. Like which institution will give you accountability? If the auditor general sector is questionable, the parliament alone is questionable, the state house we can't talk. So whom do you think can give you accountability? These people, they know they have a lot of messes. They cannot even risk talking about accountability. So that one should get out of your mind. What we are supposed to be talking about now is how do we ask accountability. I will give an example of Kenya. Look at Kenya, because those Kenyans, they still have an initiative led by Eric Omondi and Kasamuel Kaskazin. These people are going to are moving are going to move a petition to reduce the constituencies. I mean, reducing the salaries of members of parliament. But he still insisted that he cannot reduce on the constituencies. Yet these are the things that are giving us a burden, that are keeping us in debts, that are keeping our budget high, very high, and yet the local citizens are benefiting nothing. So, as I conclude, I want to let everyone on this call know that apparently we have no power to question accountability. We have no power to ask for accountability from this government. What we should need to engage about, what we need to talk about is how the parliamentary sitting. If he had power, I am sure that they would not be in Gulu now. They would have thought about it. They would have thought otherwise about it. But because we don't have power, they can do whatever they want. May call it they were natural muja. That is how they are ruling us. Getting their movements where the people doing everything for them. They do not know that. On talks of getting back our power. And how do we get back our power? I have always agreed with the Judge Akiza Besige that civil disobedience can do something as far as getting back our power is concerned. We need to preach civil disobedience now that they are seated in Gulu, and I have seen youth raising voices there. They thought we will back down because Some of us were arrested illegally and taken to Luzira. And now the condition that is in Luzira now without water, they think we can fear going back there. But at least there is consistency. Even if the numbers are still small, I really believe that the numbers will increase. So it is what we should focus on. How do we really preach the gospel of reclamation of power? How do we preach the gospel of regaining back our power? How do we talk to the people to understand that there is need for us to get united as they are united in looting us, as they are united in their thuggery activities? There is need for us to get united and we say no to their thuggery. How do we get the numbers? How do we get all the Ugandans on board? Ugandans are very many. How do we let the 75% of the Ugandans understand that the thuggery that is in their country is going to affect them, because they are the young people of this country. They are the people that will remain in this country when the 35 that is actually, torturing us is no more. This is what we should be talking about. Otherwise, uh, apparently, I have to be sincere, and this is the bitter truth. There is no way we can ask about accountability. There is no way we can question accountability in this government. The only thing we should talk about is how do we get our power. The moment we get that power back in the hands of the Ugandans, we can be able to do whatever we want to do, because we when we well know that these people will represent us, and these people will actually serve the interest of their country.
Accountability when you cannot even ask for the when you cannot even recall the speaker, the corrupt speaker, so you can't ask, you can't have that power to do a lot of things. Ed, you have something to say after Ed, then Joe will come in. Please, members, share the space and also request for the mic. Participate in this national conversation space where we're talking about Gulu and all whatever is happening in our country. To discuss it. Thank you so much.
For us, the young generation, I always refer to the youth as the custodian of the future. And there's a lot of issues happening across the country. When you go to Mbarara, they have their issues. When you go to, for instance, Mbale, Bosia, they have their issues. We go to Bulisa, you go to maybe Arua, Yumbe, Koboko, you come to Gulu, Lira, we all have issues. And in many cases, why addressing this national issues become challenging is the perspective, how people views, how people take it. And I'm appealing to us here that let us build this sense of solidarity. Let us build this unity, so that if it is uh, maybe atrocities in Kasese, we don't let it to be like this is the Kasese issues. If it is a killing of the purported Karamojong killing the people in Acholi, we don't say those are the northern issues. Let's build the sense of the national issues, and it can start with us here as the young people on socials, and then we like the strategies of going to the community, sending those flyers, those brochures, so that those who are not here, they can read through and get to know what is happening. So my appeal is, let's build and strengthen ourselves. Let's come together. If there's an issue, we all come up and be part of the solution. And when there's a call for action, let us not shy away. The main thing why Kenya succeeded is because They came out and appreciated the cause, and they all participated to a greater extent. So such response is what these people they do really fear. And I want to also encourage that if we shy away, we are taken up by fear, we become easily subdued, we become easily manipulated and all that. So let's stay strong, stay focused, and whenever there is an issue, for those people who are in Guru, you see, there are about 5 people on the street moving, and others are there who are actually in a very dire state compared to those people who are on the street trying to demonstrate, etc. They are in a very dire state. But how do we bring them to also be part of this course? So let's try to nationalize all these issues if you want to have effective change of system or transformation or whatever. Let's not leave it like these are Baganda issues, these are the Banyankole issues, or these are the Bagishu, Basoga, Bacholi issues. Let's have it Ugandan issue, and then we shall have effective stuff. Even the fight against corruption. Yeah, my proposal is we start holding these leaders accountable. And for us, what we do is always we have a meeting, we call them to come on the call, then they are questioned. You see, for those who are on the call yesterday with Mapenduzi, you realize there are some stuff that he was trying to avoid answering directly when he knew that the real issue that the community want to listen to. So let's be their checkmates every time we call them to question, ask them this and that, let them come and lie to you when you also know the truth that this is what you're saying, but for us, we know the other side of the story as well. Let's not give them that chance of acting bossy on us when actually some of us are much way better than them in one, knowledge, and two, academically, we're also very vibrant. So let's be that, calling them to account for everything at least every other time. So within your different constituencies, if you come from a district, have that setting where if it is weekly, organize that weekly meeting where you invite those leaders. We wanted to do this in actually, but having it, currently we're doing it online, but we want to change from being online and organizing what is physical. Because even in this parliamentary sitting that they're doing, they were given chance to move around and consult the locals. But to our people, they were not consulted, that I'm very sure, because their divisionism, they could not conduct that authentic and comprehensive community consultation. So let us try to organize and invite them. If they don't come, it is a lesson to them that the year coming ahead is going to be tough. And if we can do that, bring them, tell them this is what is happening, the roadside, this is your road committee in the district, you're not representing us effectively, put it to them. Then wait and see how they will react, and they will know that these people I'm dealing with, they are not ignorant, they are not maybe stupid, kind of whatever they call us. They will know that we are dealing with informed people and proactive people. That way, somehow, we shall have the change we all desire. So my appeal is let us try to eliminate this and replicate within our different constituencies, districts, and also the national part. Let us embrace it and keep it up burning. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to put across.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you very, very much for your submission. Members, Brayo said something here, but then I asked him, Brayo, the lady who was thanking Anita Mong for showing us her twins, is an MP for woman MP for Ntoroko. I think Ntoroko is the district that has been in papers these days. She's called Faith Firo Kunihira, the Kenyogo district woman representative. So that's why you have been seeing the girls and primary kids crossing with boats to go to their schools. A million times better than those 500 people. And if we had the opportunity to be there, we would have built a very better country than these people. That's an MP, Brayo. For information, that was an MP who said that kind of nonsense. I request my co-host to come in DM. Please, Joe, take over. Joe, you have the mic. Honorable Joe, you have the mic.
Thank you very much, comrade, for organizing this Twitter space dubbed Parallel Parliament. Yes, I think first of all, let me just state that the members of Parliament, or rather the Parliament, is being disingenuous by saying that we need to have these rotational sittings in the different regions. The idea per se is a good thing if it was undertaken with, I think, with in good faith. And here's why, ladies and gentlemen, if they seriously logical conclusion and they really opt for either devolution or decentralization of powers. And this would, of course, require, I think, a referendum from the people. But we know that the reason why they're opting for these regional sittings is really to deflect attention from the real issues. And today, what is on the agenda is accountability, is corruption. And of course, we can broaden this. We can look at this in a broader context of governance issues. Um, Many of which need to be addressed. But I think today what is on the agenda is corruption, is accountability. So I think some people have come and kind of not really addressed it specifically. But this is the reason why they've taken the parliament to the north. It's not like they've misinterpreted any law. They know it is deliberate. This is deliberate, and they know what they are doing. They want to deflect attention from demands for accountability. I don't know if you have seen a video there, but Honorable Sechko, I think, was trying to have one of the, I think, was trying to, he wanted to, I think, talk about the order paper. And not even accessing this parliament. They're not able to participate, and they're not able to submit their views. So yes, they've use this opportunity. As they say, even if there is a silver lining in every dark cloud. So what we can do, we can use this opportunity still to shine, to interrogate the issues in these areas. And I think I've listened to some of the submissions, very very revealing and very very they've made some in-depth analysis of the issues in the north. For example, how the junta has captured. You cannot, much as they encourage farmers to do farming, the farming cannot be productive because at the time of harvesting, the prices drop. So I think we can still interrogate these issues and hold these people to account. So whilst we don't wish the parliament to be there, but now that it's there and we fail to stop it, I think we can use this opportunity to interrogate the issues obtaining in those areas. And I think we've done a very, very good job. going forward, I think we continue to mobilize, to call upon. There may be, and maybe after today's sitting, and after realizing that anyway, the whole thing was just it was a ploy. They've not really addressed any issues. I believe some of the members of parliament may have the conscience to want to do the right thing. So we still appeal to the members of parliament that they can disrupt this sitting so that it is not run up to is it going to run for 4 days? They can still disrupt this. This is a method that has been used in various parliaments, including the parliament including our parliament during the Toji Kwatako debate. Our members tried to disrupt, although of course they were overrun. But this is something that they could do. In the other areas like Kimbali, Masaka, and I think hopefully we shall deserves celebrating the fact that on the 23rd, the fact that we forced that we made the repression to backfire, because they Museveni had deployed all his instruments of violence. He had deployed his machinery, but it was not used. We disarmed them, and I think for me that again is very, very important. Let's continue to mobilize. Let's build on that. Today, we know that when you go to protest, that we did not stop this sitting in the north does not mean that we failed. Look, we have just 300 members of parliament sitting. I think that is a success. That is a success. Because the cracks in the parliament, I think this is positive. Let's continue to mobilize, particularly across Uganda in the different regions. We need to, I think, to consolidate the protest. We need to educate the people, to speak to the people, make them understand what corruption really means in relatable terms. And each one of us has that duty. And ask yourself every day, are you doing enough? So this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I really think, in my evaluation, I think we've done well. We could have done more. We could have done better. There's always scope for improvement. But I think we are we're in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to mobilize. And I think we're going to make it harder for people to come to Mbale and the other subsequent regions where they'll be holding meetings. But I think the protests, the momentum is snowballing, and it's going to be more, and it's going to be bigger. So I yield the mic, comrade. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Achai?
Yes, sir. Can you confirm whether you can get me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, I may leave the space earlier, so I just want to make my conclusion, and I give the rest space to say something.
All right.
Okay, to start with, I want to first appreciate Ugandans, especially the Gen Zs, for the great work they are doing for this country. And I believe the country and the people in it, eyes are opening. But then I want to bring to the attention of the nation, from the lessons we are learning, with what is going on in the country. We started seeing from the sagas of the parliamentary commissioners. Then we went to the regional parliamentary meeting, and we are seeing the leader of opposition on the far front of this, talking about corruption and the rest. I want to clearly state that we as Ugandans, we are the cause of this. We did a very great mistake by sending incompetent MPs to parliament, incompetent leaders of opposition to parliament, because it's on paper that the budget for the regional parliamentary sitting has been approved by the same people that are arguing on the floors. Then the budget for the commissioners was still approved by these people. I don't know whether these people just be sleeping during budgeting or they just wake up to vote. I just don't know what they be doing. So I think come 2026, the same spirit we put up to fight corruption is the same spirit we as the youth should come up and fight these MPs, not to go back on the ballot. Then the other thing is, I want to advise my fellow youth is that this cult that we are growing among us, that if someone disagrees with you, you want to abuse that person until, I don't know, that is a cult we are building that is very unkind of us as Ugandans. Because now let us imagine a situation whereby we, the same youth that are fighting to fight this corruption, God willing, we make it, and we are the same youth in that same parliament. When we create a disaster in the country, because if someone is trying to raise a matter of great concern, you believe it is not of your thought, and you just want to disagree with that person by abusing. I think just being amicable enough could be really beautiful to us, the youth. Otherwise, thank you so much. We are in Gulu. We welcome you all. Those that want to join the march to the parliament on the sitting that is available, you are welcome. This is for us all, many ways, but the struggle remains the same. Thank you so much, Ugandans.
Thank you. The RDC, is it called RDC? Jane Francis Amangin Okil said, we have seen on social media some elements saying they will march to Gulu City to demonstrate at this third parliamentary regional sitting. It will not happen in Gulu. Our security officers are fully alert to deal with such people. What do you want to do for that person? I've put that comment put the tweet in the comment section of the RDC of Gulu. Please go and respond to that. Okay. Yes, Brayo, as members, please share the space, and also my co-host, please come to your DM. Brayo, please say something.
You soon, actually, I've just had you call me Brian, and I wondered if I will ask for the mic. Me, I wasn't the reason. I don't know how I asked for it. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
Yeah, put me. I will request if I'm ready to speak.
It's okay. Okay. Please see the lady in the RDC who purports to be RDC of Gulu, claiming that she's going to suppress the freedoms of Ugandans that are trying to march against corruption in Gulu. Whoever suppresses our freedoms must be dealt with by us ourselves. So go to that